Hi and welcome to Easy Camp. In this film I'm going to talk you through the features of our Boston 600, which is in our tour range. You can see here that the Boston 600 is a large tunnel design tent which is aimed to sleep up to 6 people. The fly sheet that we're using on here is a polyester fly sheet which has PU coating on the inside. It has fully taped seams and a hydrostatic head of 3000mm, so it is completely waterproof. It's also been treated to make sure that it's fire retardant as well. All of the poles that we use on the tent are all fiberglass poles. And you can see here that we colour code the poles to the sleeves to ensure that when it comes to pitching the tent, it's kept as simple as possible. I'm sure you'll have noticed there that we have these pre-attached guy lines running all the way around the tent. Obviously that is going to increase the stability of the tent in bad weather conditions. Stepping back into the front area of the tent, a really nice feature of the Boston is the fact that you have this canopy built on to the front of the tent. That's going to give you shelter from too much sunlight, or if it's a little bit drizzly, or even if it looks a little bit too breezy, then it's a good area to be able to sit outside but with some shelter. Stepping into the main area of the tent, you'll see the front door is a good size, so very easy to get all your bits and pieces in and out of the tent. And then just either side of that we have some ventilation panels just to allow you to be more comfortable in here. If it does get a little bit chilly though, there is a zip on here which has a curtain that would close that over. One thing that's really obvious about this tent is just how much space there is. I'm about 195 centimetres tall, and you can see above me here there's plenty of head height and certainly plenty of living space with enough room for furniture and storage and things like that. The space is really accentuated by these really large windows all the way around the tent, and even on the front door when that's closed over as well. That's going to allow lots of light into the tent and increase the overall sense of space. If you don't want that though, or if you want a little bit more privacy, that's alright, because each window has its own individual curtain, which can either be toggled halfway up or fully closed for even more privacy. Now I mentioned that the tent has a front door. It also has this side door on here as well, so good versatility when it comes to being able to get in and out of the tent. The floor that we have in here, the ground sheet rather, is a sewn in ground sheet all the way around here. It's a polyethylene material, so it is very tough and very durable, as you can see here, and it's totally waterproof as well. It's a bathtub style, so it does come up at the edges, so that's going to hopefully stop any drafts from coming in, stop any water from getting through, and hopefully keep out those unwanted bugs as well. You can see just down here we have this red zip, which is our cable entry point, and that is there just to run electrics into your tent without having to bring any cables in through the doors. Leading away from that, we have some cable ties which run right the way up to a lantern hanging point in the centre of the tent here. And then towards the back of the tent is where you'll find your sleeping compartments. I mentioned earlier on that the tent sleeps up to 6 people, and the way we have it set up at the moment, we have 2 separate 3-person sleeping compartments. This can easily be made into one large sleeping compartment simply by unzipping this sheet of material here and then toggling it up at the top. That will then give you one large compartment, as I say. Other features you can see here, we have a large ventilation panel across the back of the sleeping compartment to keep you cool and comfortable. There's then some mesh storage pockets on the inside and some mesh storage pockets on the outside. Each of these doors also has large mesh ventilation doors on there as well. So optional extras for this tent include the carpet that you can see in this area here. There's a footprint available to go under the tent. There's an extension available and an awning available as well. So that's all the features of our Boston 600. Thank you very much for watching.